personal training today. So my good, the bad, and the truth is about this topic because last week in the Facebook group, I asked you guys what are some things you've tried for weight loss, and a number of you said that you had tried personal training in the past. And so I kind of want to talk about why some of you had success with it, why some of you did not have success with it, and then also, the truth about personal training. And so I want to be really clear about personal training in terms of why it may or may not be beneficial to weight loss. And guys, many of you guys know I am a certified personal trainer. I have been a personal trainer since 2014, I believe. And yeah, so about 6 years now, going on 7. And I believe in personal training. I've had a lot of clients be really successful while doing it. But I do want to share the good, the bad, and the truth about personal training when it comes to weight loss or weight maintenance as your goal. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this topic. So the first thing I want to clarify is there are obviously the benefits of personal training, which of course I can tell you a lot about. So first and foremost, one of the best things about personal training is that it ensures exercise safety. So if you are concerned about getting injured or you have had injuries in the past, surgeries, you are in post-rehabilitation, personal training is a phenomenal investment for you because it will help make sure that you are getting stronger, that you're doing the right exercises, and that you're doing them correctly. You are maximizing your results and your progress, and you're minimizing your further risk of injury. So that's one of the best things about personal training. Secondly, personal trainers, our goal is to make sure that you are progressing in terms of your strength, your endurance, whatever your goals are, or if weight loss is your goal, we're going to make sure that you are continuing to see weight loss, right? So that's another benefit of personal training because you're seeing the right progression, right? So hopefully you're not doing the same exercise over and over again for months and months and months, or you're doing it differently. And that's what trainers are designed to do, right? To make sure that you are having a variety in your workout and you're seeing progression, you're seeing improvement. Now, here's something I want to mention, guys. When I say variety, I don't mean like doing a whole different workout every time, because that's not progression, that's just variety. Progression is always more important than variety, right? Because that's how you're going to get stronger, and that's a great point to see like how you change over time, right? You're getting stronger, you're getting leaner, not how many different workouts are you doing. That doesn't mean anything, right? The workouts, you could have tons of variety and no results. Okay, exercise accountability. So in terms of showing up for workouts, you say, okay, I'm gonna work out 3 times a week. If a trainer is meeting you at the gym, you're gonna show up and do the work, right? So that is another benefit of having a personal trainer. And then lastly, some trainers, okay, like myself, for example, we have a lot of experience with nutrition. So we are able to help clients with their goals, whether it's to build muscle, whether it's to lose weight, if they want to maintain, we can help them with their nutrition. Actually, I specialize in sports nutrition, so I have a lot of insight into nutrition for, endurance goals, right, or athletic goals, anything like that. Okay, now I'm going to get into, and I also put a question mark next to nutrition because I do want to say that not all trainers have nutrition background. Like you will meet some trainers that are like, I don't deal with nutrition, it's not my thing, right? And that's fine, that doesn't have to be their thing, okay? And I'm going to get into now the bad about personal training in terms of weight loss and maintenance. So number one, guys, as many of you guys, I'm probably sure you know, that personal training is an investment. It is not cheap, okay? And if it's cheap, there's maybe a reason why it's cheap, right? So I will say that it's a luxury for sure. And if you're fortunate enough to be able to afford it, that's awesome. Okay, kudos to you for doing that. So that's one of the barriers to entry. But secondly, guys, in terms of commitment, okay, the problem, this is what I wanted to say, I love commitment. A lot of you guys have heard me talk before, commitment is everything, but here's the thing with personal training. Let's say you work with a trainer and you guys are supposed to work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m., right? And let's say, Monday morning you wake up at 7 and your kid is sick and you can't make the workout, right? But then Wednesday comes around and, the same thing happens, or you don't feel good and you have to cancel on your trainer, right? You guys probably know that trainers don't like when you cancel on them last minute, and an overwhelming majority of them will charge you if you cancel over and over again last minute, because guess what? That's money out of their pockets. That's an hour they could have spent doing something else. making money, right? Or they schedule their day around your session. So it's really important that we honor the trainer's time. And I get that things come up, right? But if you know that you have sometimes like a schedule that fluctuates, or you know you can't do the same exercise time every day or every week, then personal training is not for you, because most trainers want to have a schedule, right? And they have only certain hours in which they're available for you. So that's one of the downsides of personal training, okay? Also, guys, not all trainers are created equal, and I'm not saying that there are bad personal trainers out there, but trainers have different training styles, right? So for example, some trainers specialize in Olympic lifting, right? Or they're a CrossFit coach, okay? Or some, specialize more in like light weights, okay, dance, or they're more into like mobility work, and they use different mediums for weights. Every trainer has their own style. So you really have to find someone. It's not easy finding a personal trainer. I want to say this. It's not easy to find a personal trainer that you vibe with and that you like the training style. And you also want to make sure that the trainers have the legit certifications, right? They understand the human body, that if you're injured, they know how to help you. If you are, nursing, if you get injured, what to do. If you're coming off an injury, how to modify exercises. So you want to make sure that they have that background as well. Also, when it comes to nutrition advice, so I said earlier, question mark, right? Nutrition. Some trainers are able to help you with nutrition, which is great. However, there's a few problems when this happens. Number one, some trainers, they will have a very strong opinion about a type of eating you should do. So for example, they'll say, okay, well, you're gonna do these workouts and then you're gonna eat a ketogenic diet, right? Or you're gonna do these workouts and then you're gonna eat this amount of protein, this much of fat, and this much of carbs, right? So some people are like, yes, I wanna be told what to eat, perfect. And as long as you're seeing the results and you're willing to do that, that's not a bad thing, it's a great thing. However, some people don't like that. They don't like the ketogenic diet. So they don't want to be told they have to follow a keto diet, right? Or, they are eating tons and tons of carbs and they feel super bloated, but their trainer's saying, yeah, you need 150 carbs a day. And you're like, oh, this oatmeal is just killing my stomach. I'm bloated. I'm not seeing weight loss results. And because some trainers will tell you to eat the way they eat, right? And that's not always appropriate, right? And also too, giving nutrition advice is a very slippery slope. What I mean by that is it's not legal, right? So first of all, you do have to be certified to do this. And even if you are certified to do it, states are very different in terms of, insurance and in terms of the legality of it. So I'll give you an example of this. I live in Florida, right? Florida has really strict standards on, nutrition advice, right? Unless you're like a dietitian or a nutritionist. So even if you have nutrition certifications, you really can't prescribe a meal plan. So someone's saying you have to have 200 grams of carbs, and you have to eat this for breakfast, this for lunch, this for dinner, and this for snacks, that's a liability, because if you get sick or if something happens to you, it's on that person's, it's on their case, right? So that's not good there. While other states like Virginia, they're way more lax about it, right? So I live in Virginia too, so I know. So, the legality of it is really, really finicky, so be careful of that too, right? So just be mindful of your nutrition advice. If something doesn't sound right, definitely ask about it and be crystal clear on the foods, right? Also too, no one should be giving you nutrition advice unless they know your medical history. They know about any pre-existing health conditions. They know about your family's health conditions. They know about any sort of allergies you have, they should look at some blood work, right? If you have health concerns. No one should be dishing out nutrition advice to you unless they know you, because that is just a big no-no, and it's a huge liability, and it's not good for you or the trainer to be doing that. Okay, so now, and then last thing, most important, oh my God, here's the thing, and this is why I created my business, Create My Weight. Because I did personal training, and I would see some clients anywhere from 1 to 4 times a week, okay? And I can control what they're doing with me, whether it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour they're working out with me, but what they're doing for all the other hours during the week, I have no idea, right? They can be working out with me, get a killer workout, and then go home and eat Cheetos, right? Or they eat really healthy during the day, and then at night they overeat on certain foods. Or they only work out with me once or twice a week and then don't do anything else the rest of the week, right? So the key is like, what are you doing the rest of your time? And the sad thing is that people spend tons of money, right, for years with a personal trainer, but then don't really get the results that they want because they're not really invested. Like, they're invested financially, but they're not invested mentally, right? And that's not everybody. There's just some people that are not successful in the weight loss journey, right? If they hire a trainer to, help them with weight loss. Yeah, just because you hire a trainer doesn't mean you're gonna lose weight, right? Because exercise is a very small part of the equation. I'm sure you guys know that by now, okay? So, the truth about personal training, and if it's something that you want to, consider, or maybe why you didn't lose weight in the past, as you're probably figuring out by now, is that it is a tool, not a solution. I'm a personal trainer, and I like working out with other trainers. Like, I have hired personal trainers now and then just to learn something new and do something different and to be pushed. And when I'm afraid to go heavier in a weight, like, they'll encourage me and spot me. And that to me is so exciting, right? So it is a tool, but it's not a solution, because it's a great way to help you improve your strength and help make sure that you're exercising safely, but it's not a weight loss solution by any means. It's part of a bigger piece, right? Also, the reason why that is because you must have your own sense of accountability to eat right. You cannot rely on a trainer to make sure you're eating right for all of your meals. That's the problem. So, a lot of people I've worked with in the past, not as personal training clients, but as weight loss clients, they said, yeah, I've had trainers in the past, but I really didn't get results. They didn't really do much for me. And I said, okay, well, why do you think that is? I'm like, well, they didn't really help me. I didn't see any progress in my, I didn't feel stronger. That's an issue, obviously. But I didn't lose any weight. I'm like, well, why? And there's those funny memes out there. It's like, I don't need a personal trainer as much as I need someone to knock food out of my hands. That's exactly why people don't get results, right? It's because a trainer can't follow you around at home and cook for you and make sure you're eating all the right things. Or all the right things to eat. They tell you what to eat, right? They give you a meal plan. It's very, very common. I used to do that all the time. But problem is, are you actually following it a lot of the time? Probably not if you're not seeing results, right? So you have to have your own sense of accountability to eat right, okay? And also, lastly, just because we buy personal training or invest in personal training, it's not a guarantee for success, right? Because you have to be 100% committed to the process of weight loss, right? So that includes nutrition, it includes fitness as a piece of it. You also have to be motivated, right? And have that discipline, that mindset, I'm all in, this is what I want. You're being really connected to your why, right? There's a lot of pieces to the mindset. And then lastly, not only is the trainer holding you accountable for a few days a week, but you have your own sense of accountability because you know how to keep yourself going, right? So that is personal training in a nutshell, right? And like I said, I was totally unbiased because I am a trainer. I still train private clients. I love it. I will always do a little bit of personal training. I don't do nearly as much as I used to because a lot of the work I do now is for weight loss, right? And as I said, weight loss is a 4-step strategy. There's a nutrition piece. There is a fitness component. There is a motivation mindset component, especially earlier today, a lot of you said that eating too much is a problem for you. Emotional eating is a big, big part of that. Binge eating, not being able to eat the foods that you're told to eat, you don't want them. There's reasons for that, right? And then lastly, just being able to hold yourself accountable, the accountability and support, that's the 4th piece. So if you're looking for help for the full weight loss solution, okay, I'm here to help you guys. All you need to do is book a free call with me so I can be more clear on what that looks like for you. I can't tell you exactly on the computer right now what that looks like for you because every person I work with is different. I do not say you need to follow a ketogenic diet and do this, and this workouts. There's plenty of trainers that can do that out there. That's not what I do. I mean, if someone comes to me and says, Kristin, just give me a strict meal plan and give me workouts to do, that's not what I do. I'm way more about stress-free, so not feeling deprived, not feeling like you can't eat anything, and sustainable weight loss, something you can sustain for life, meaning you have to be part of creating it. So that's something we do together. So if you're looking for the Holy Grail, what will work for you, go to createmyweight.com/apply, all right, and book a free call with me, and we'll talk exactly what that would look like for you, okay? Hope this video helped you guys. Next week, I am going to be the winning topic in the poll this week was about eating too much and why we're eating too much. So I'm going to talk about eating too much, and then my next good, bad, and the truth video topic, not sure what that is yet. I'm going to look at the poll from last week and see what you guys voted on. So I'll go and check that out. But hope this helped you guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.